Welcome into T4G Sports. In today's video, we're going to show off our T4G scouting data for 3-star quarterbacks that are athletic scramblers. We're going to show you how to find the gems. We're going to give you an average number, we're going to give you high, and we're going to give you a low. And we're going to show you in this video how to apply that and to find the best quarterbacks. Okay, we are going to have it on our website. We're going to have a playlist on our YouTube channel. On our website, we're going to have a key. You're going to be able to pop that up along with our YouTube video, and you're going to be able to go through with your recruiting board and be able to figure out who on your recruiting board is good versus the ones that are just okay. We're going to show you the elite gems versus the regular gems. Like always, guys, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell, share our videos out, and don't just play the game, own the game. Let's light it up. Now, when it comes to 3-star quarterbacks, here's what I want you to understand. Our system is going to recognize the talent, but they're not like 4 stars and 5 stars. 4 stars and 5 stars, our system will predict the gem. And when it comes to 3 stars, it's a little bit different because our system will predict that they're gem-like, but understand that the average development for non-gems is normal. That's just 3 stars. However, skill caps average around the 20 range, around there, and that even goes for gems. So you will find a 3-star gem and you'll be like, oh, he's going to be great, right? He's hitting all the benchmarks and he'll have an impact or greater development and he'll still have like an average 20 skill caps or something like that, or close to, give or take. You know what I'm saying? So with 3 stars, just know that it's a little bit more Wild West than it is with 4 stars. 4 stars, you can find a lot of guys who are considered normal 4 stars that are impact or greater development. You'll find some that are star devs, even elite devs, and our system will pick up on those guys and show you where those players are at. 3 stars, our system's going to pick up on it, but our system is also going to tell you, be wary, because the average development is normal. So you still want to look for gems, the actual gem label. And you could still find players who are not listed as gems, and they're pretty good. They'll get you through a pinch, but just know the development could likely be a normal, and the average skill caps are around the 20, and you'll even find that even if they're a gem. So 3 stars are a little bit more tricky. Understand that. So we are going to quickly pop up the average for each one of the attributes that you're looking for, the low and then the high number. Okay, so you want to look at the average, you want to look at that low and high, and you want to know how to read this too. Let's say a player that you come across is 1 lower than the low, but 1 higher than the high on a different attribute. That's still a guy that our system is telling you, even though our numbers are not suggesting to go grab that guy, based upon that information alone, our system is telling you to pay attention to this guy, because he could still be quoted as a gem, even though our system is not necessarily recognizing it. It's saying he is close to error, right? He is close to that spot where it's like our system's going, yes, he's lower in the low here, but he's higher than the high here, so pay attention to that. And that's why it's so important we have these YouTube videos along with the data to explain this to you guys. And we do get comments of people saying, well, why don't you just go to the My School tab and go to the playing time? The system will tell you. It's like 99% accurate. It's like, 95% accurate. We've heard all kind of numbers of how accurate this is. I'm here to tell you that this system's bullshit. It'll show the grade here, but it's random. It's completely random. You don't know exactly where the talent lies. Our data is going to prove this system is bullshit time and time again. Okay, sure, you can find talent on this. There's no question. You could find talent on this. I've also found talent and didn't scout anybody. Look at some of our rebuilds. There's some guys we just didn't even scout. We just gave them scholarships and we found talent. So this is not a reliable system. If you have 2 people, one's using this system and another one's using our T4G scouting data, the one who's using our T4G scouting data is going to be way more accurate than this system here, by far, than what the CPU is giving you. And you got to ask yourself, why hasn't EA patched this if this was so good that you never had to scout any guys? You could just use this system and you'll be successful. I know they've done questionable things, but it just doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make sense at all. So there's 3 things that I'm looking for most. Throw power to be sufficient, speed to be as high as possible, and short accuracy. And then I want to make sure that they hit the lows, or at least is close to the averages, no more than the lows, and obviously look for the highs as much as possible. So looking through this guy here, I see an 88 speed. I like that. I can't complain with that at all. So then I'm going to investigate this guy further. And he's not really too bad. He's not too shabby there whatsoever. Not bad there. That throw power is a little bit low, but it is what it is. We'll check him out. This guy I don't like. I don't like him. Okay. This guy here, you got 93 throw power. Look at that short accuracy. Now his speed's not that great. So this guy wouldn't be my favorite, but this guy he's smelling like a gem, right? If you start to know the numbers, you're picking up the numbers. You're not really seeing his under pressure is a little bit low, the average, but it's not a low. That throw power, that short accuracy is a high. Something to pay attention to. I'm smelling gem. Okay, so you can see there, nice little gem for you, a little gem ski going. Now, I can't tell what this guy is, but I know that his ball carrier vision is much beyond the average. Okay, the average is a 71. His brake sack is pretty solid. That's above the average as well. His acceleration is not close. It's a little bit under the average, but it's not a low. His short accuracy is a 76. It's not really that great. So far, unless some of his numbers, looking at some of the yellow markers too, if his throw power is like off the charts and his speed's just decent, I'm not going to know for sure, but this is not a guy that I'm jumping for first. He could be a gem. I'm sniffing a little bit of gem, but he would not be my number one gem of all these guys. So he's a gem, but yeah, I would go with him. I wouldn't go with him over Tuttle or... yeah, that's it, I guess. Right at this moment in time, that's not really that great. Looking at Riddick, not too bad. Interesting, though. Interesting. Yeah, he's not too bad. Jamerson, too low. Wouldn't go for that guy. Woods, let's see what we got here. Okay, sniffing gem. You can smell that gem? Can you smell that? I could smell it. Yep, see? That smell, your nose never lies. Your nose never lies. So this guy's okay. I'm smelling a little bit of gem with him as well, just kind of looking over the numbers. But same point in time, I'd rather have Woods personally. And no, well, I would rather have Tuttle too over him, but it is what it is. We'll go through. What about Brightwell? No, he could end up slipping his way in, but that speed is just too low for me to enjoy. Too low. Don't like that. I don't mind this. All right, we're gonna show Breida at the end. He is basically a bust, but he's better than what they're suggesting, is what our system is saying. I still wouldn't go with him over the other guys. That's for damn sure. But what about Babanukes? Not bad. Not bad, but ooh, not bad there. Ball carrier vision, it's above the average. Acceleration, it's above the low. Not bad here. I like this guy. This guy would probably be my second favorite. Ooh, not bad. Scottleman. The Scotty Meyer. This guy's not bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. But the gems are going to let you know the development. At least you're going to go for 3 stars at least. It's a little bit more consistent. I'm smelling a little bit of gem here with this guy. Yeah, I like him, but I wouldn't go with him because of that throw power. So that's really what you're looking at. No on that guy. So far, I love that short accuracy. Yep. So I like this guy a lot, but I wouldn't go with him over the guys with speed. Point blank and simple, those guys with speed. So this is where you could just go through quickly and you could start too low of throw power. Not bad here. I like this guy, RJ Glennon, but his short accuracy is too low for me. Too low there. So yeah, you could start to quickly go through and go, here's the guys who are the best. So the thing to know about athletic scramblers is they have much higher raw talent, but that also means that EA has to regulate their awareness, because if the raw talent is higher and they give them the same awareness as other quarterbacks, they're going to have a higher overall. So you're going to notice that these guys are going to have a much lower awareness than some of the other quarterbacks, right? And so that's okay, because when they do get an upgrade of awareness, that one upgrade is going to mean more for them than it will for field generals, improvisers, or what have you, right? Because they already have such raw talent that's more than the other guys. Okay, so that's something to take into consideration. Now, this is our top board here. I got Jeff Woods. I got Gerard as and this is all because of the speed, short accuracy, and then the rest they're hitting some highs and lows. So these are my two favorite quarterbacks here. Jackson, I'd put probably at the third. And then Tuttle, it's just, you can kind of pick from there. And then Burrito, we're just going to show you at the end that he's not as bad as they're saying he is. He's really not. So if we go to the My School tab, you can see here, they have Jackson as number 1. I don't agree. Personally, I do not agree with that. I would not go with him over these two guys here. Jeff Woods and Colin Gerard would be the two that I would go for before those other guys because of the speed. And we'll show you at the end as to why that is. I think these guys are going to be better quarterbacks because the system tells us they're going to be better quarterbacks. So when it comes to 3-star athletic scramblers, speed, throw power, short accuracy are going to be major indications. And then the rest of the numbers, you want to make sure that they're at least hitting the lows. Okay, if they can hit the averages, great. But those are big indications. The speed guys are usually going to be better. So let's take a look at these guys. This is the one that they said is going to be the best. We're also going to do another video as well in the same time to where we show you guys how the My School tab is not effective. So development, you could see he's got an impact, Jackson, and he's got a total of 19 skill caps. Okay, not too bad. Now Woods, one of my favorite guys because of that speed, you got that short accuracy, you got that throw power, you got some good ones. This is the guy I'm going to hustle for. You got elite dev here. You got 11 skill caps. Okay, not too shabby at all. Not too shabby. Okay, so Tuttle, I wouldn't go with him over Gerard, but that's just me, just because of that speed, and that's what I would do. His is not bad. Tuttle's not bad, but I'd rather have the other guy personally. Tuttle is a 70 overall impact dev. He's got 20 skill caps, right? 20 skill caps. Okay, let's go over Gerard here. I like Gerard. I like this guy. Elite development. Look at that speed. That was good. And a total of 10 skill caps. So some could argue that he's actually the best. He's pretty good. Pretty solid across the board. Also, always look at, not the development, but the physical, the mental, all that hoopla. Impact development for Cargyle, and then let's go through, and you're looking for Cargyle here. He has 15 total skill caps. That's not really the greatest. All right, looking at Burrito, he's a 67 overall, which is not too terrible, but because he doesn't really have the speed there, he's got a normal dev. This isn't too bad for a broken gem. This is the thing. He's got 19 skill caps, but in reality, like comparing him to the other guy who has Tuttle, who has an impact dev, 20 skill caps, the top guy Jackson, or at least what the system says the top guy is Jackson, he's a 72 overall impact dev with 19 skill caps. Like, this guy's really not that far off from those guys. It's like, it's decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, some can argue, oh, well, the physical and the mental and what have you, but I'm just talking about raw ability, what you're going to get. This he's really not that far off, so just take it all with a grain of salt and let the system just tell you who's going to be valuable and who's not.